What's up everyone, I'm Brian Paul from Without Parole, and it only makes sense that I'm here celebrating the day on the Perp Games Advent calendar devoted to single-player gaming. See, I'm fairly reclusive by nature, and seeing me outside or around other people is somewhat of a rarity. And before PlayStation VR was a thing, I preferred all of my games to be single-player affairs. And to be honest, I still think there's nothing better than donning that PSVR headset and losing myself inside a world where I'm the hero, just me against the game. So lucky for me, there are plenty of VR games like that, either already here or on the way.
Grandpa Bill! Grandpa Bill!
This is my old coat. I'll tell you about my younger days.
Guns and Stories Bulletproof got to PSVR a little after the wave shooter craze had already died down, but with a good variety of weapons and a ton of minigames, it still managed to make a name for itself. The steampunk-inspired guns carry this game throughout the short 90-minute campaign, but luckily, there's still plenty to do after the credits roll. The Persistence is one of those games that, no matter how much we talk about it or how high we place it on our top 20 list, it just doesn't get enough credit. It's scary, sure, but it's also a proper roguelite set on a spaceship that's slowly being dragged into a black hole, and with each and every death offering up another chance to level up your character to see if you can progress just a bit further than the last time. The Persistence has one of my favorite gameplay loops of recent memory. As the only game on this list that isn't actually out yet, I can only speculate how the final build of End of the Beginning will play. We've been seeing trailers for it for almost as long as we've had our PSVR headsets, so it feels like it's taking forever to come out, but with graphics and gunplay that look this good, I'm happy to wait and keep my fingers crossed that the End of the Beginning delivers the solid, single-player campaign that I'm desperately looking for. Who says that killing zombies has to be a team sport? Contagion VR Outbreak takes the zombie apocalypse and throws the player into it World War Z style, playing as a completely new character for each level. There are melee weapons and guns everywhere, so even though you're alone, you'll never feel overwhelmed. And when you get to the third level where you play as a little girl in the biggest escape room ever made, you feel just like you should when the outbreak occurs. Hopeless. Theseus is a quick little third-person VR game that experiments with static camera angles, flirts with the God of War formula, and ends up being a glimpse into the potential of the medium rather than a game that's going to convince you to buy a headset. But you've got to admire the ambition here. Plenty of puzzles, combat, and climbing will leave you hoping that a full-fledged Theseus 2 might come along someday. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this day, devoted to single-player gaming. Happy holidays, everyone.